Say hi.
Mommy.
Are you ready, Landon? Say hi. We're gonna try to do this video with the 2-year-old today. Hi guys. Today I am doing Landon's 2-year update. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to face the fact that he is no longer a baby. He's just in a goofy mood. Oh, now you're gonna say mine. Everything's mine, mine, mine. He is now a 2-year-old, and he is a 2-year-old that thinks he is 6. He is still a baby in my eyes, because like with my other kids at this age, I already had another baby in my arms, which made them seem bigger than they actually were. Excuse me, where are you going with that, mister? I need that. Those are my notes. Where's Landon? There he is. So Landon is now obviously 2 years old. He's mad. He's mad because he's not getting his way. He is a very, very strong-willed child. Probably the most strong-willed of all of my other kids. And from what I've heard about stories about me when I was his age and younger and older is that I was the same way. Very, very strong-willed. He will not give up on what he wants, whether it's like a toy or just whatever he wants to go his way. He is very strong-willed. I think that is characteristic number 1 about him. We just had his 2-year physical a couple days ago, and he is a whopping 27 pounds, which is actually not a lot. He is a very tiny 2-year-old, I think anyway. He's like in the 30th percentile, I think. Yeah, he's 27 pounds and he's 33.5 inches tall. So he's on the smaller side. He's on the shorter side, the smaller side in general. So I think, I don't know, how big are your guys' 2-year-olds? But he seems small, like compared to other 2-year-olds that I know. I think he's on the smaller side, but I don't know. Like I said, ever since he turned 2, literally probably like the day before, 2 days before he turned 2, he has had this major attitude. Like, I don't know what happened, but he just, I think he's realizing that he can do a lot more than he originally thought. He's growing up, he's maturing, he's able to do pretty much anything that he wants to do, between climbing on bunk beds, climbing on anything that is even possible to get on top of, he'll find a way. He is definitely a climber, and he is just so, between being strong-willed and very athletic, he can pretty much do whatever he wants or get into whatever he wants. Like I said, we always call him the 2-year-old that thinks that he's a 6-year-old, and we've always, outside. You can't go outside right there, Bubba, not right now. The way that he communicates and the way that he follows directions is just so advanced, especially if Chris tells him. So like literally anything that Krista, don't you do it. Anything that Chris tells him to do, he will do. Whether it's like, put that away, pick that up, don't do that, or like clap your hands, anything. Anything that Chris, he's cracking up at this right now. He will do anything that pretty much anybody asks, except for mommy. So that's been fun. Who's that? He can like understand everything now. He's at the age where you can literally tell him anything. And Landon Joseph. He's just cracking up. He doesn't take me seriously. Ow! But yeah, he's very strong-willed. He's getting this major attitude problem, which we're trying to nip in the butt real quick. Come bye-bye. And he is starting to talk. Hey! Ow! He is starting to talk so much. He has started forming like 3 to 4 word sentences now, and he's like a little parrot. He will say anything that he hears, which means you really have to watch your mouth around him. He'll literally copy everything that you say, and we learned that the hard way. One thing about him though is like you see him like this, crazy, but if anyone were to come around that he doesn't know or doesn't know that well, he will immediately like keep to himself. He is the shyest, what are you doing? You would never believe it watching him like this, but he is the shyest child ever. The second somebody looks at him or talks to him or says his name, he just like zips his lip. He does this cute little face where he's like he has his lips all like pushed together, and he like keeps to himself, and he'll hide behind me. He is so shy. I've never known a 2-year-old to be so incredibly shy. But obviously, most of the time, he's like this at home. Mommy. Yes, baby. Ow, don't jump on me. So the typical 2-year-old topics: potty training. He has little interest in the potty. I'm not rushing it. I didn't rush it with any of my kids. I kind of just wait for them to be ready. They let me know when they're ready. It'll happen on its own, and he understands, like, if he pees, like, I'll put him in the bathtub, and of course, what happens every time you put your child in the bathtub? They start to pee, and so I'll, like, grab him out of there and try to put him over the toilet, and he'll say pee. Like, he understands that he's peeing, and I'll ask him, did you poop? And he'll like say yes or no. Like, he understands, but he's not to the point where he can tell me before he has to go. Here he comes. Oh, he's got all of his teeth, and I think he's getting his 2-year molars. If I'm remembering right, they get molars at 2 years, right? He's already had 2 dentist appointments, and then also at his physical, his doctor checked out his teeth as well, and he has very, very healthy teeth. He doesn't like sweets. He likes a lollipop occasionally, but as far as like the daily, like, Landon, he just jacked my phone. Most kids are like, oh, I want candy, and he's not like that. He doesn't really like, don't throw. He doesn't really like sweets a whole lot. I mean, he likes them, but he's not like dying for them all the time, so he doesn't really have them, and he doesn't really like cake, he doesn't like chocolate. So I think as a result of that, his teeth are just like really, really healthy. On the topic of, come here, I'm stuck, that's everything. I'm stuck. On the topic of food, however, he is the best eater out of all my kids. My kids have always been like super picky, and he's not picky, like, at all. He loves his fruits, vegetables, and meat, meat was the hardest thing to get my older kids to eat. Like, to this day, it's like a battle to try to get them to eat meat, and he loves meat, all kinds of meat. He will eat more than all of my other kids combined. What are you doing? The other thing we talked about at his 2-year physical was his vaccinations, and I have not touched on this topic a whole lot because it's one of those very controversial subjects, and I didn't know where I stood. Hi. With like Lilia, she was fully vaccinated on time, 100%. The twins were delayed, so there, he's turning on lights. There's the light. Yeah, but like an early delay. And then with Landon, I delayed them until he was 2. And now I fully vaccinate. I've always believed in fully vaccinating. It was just like the time schedule that I was confused about. So with him, he has not gotten any vaccinations until this first appointment that we had, or his 2-year appointment that we had. So he got his first round of vaccines, and then we're gonna slowly, fully vaccinate him so he will be on the right track. Sorry, he's like turning this light on and off over here. So I still don't know 100% where I stand on the vaccines. I've kind of done it all between all my kids. He loves to sing, he loves to dance. He dances like a little sumo wrestler, that's what we call it. Like, he'll like have his legs out like this, or have his legs out like this, and he'll like stomp side to side. That's his little dance. Uh-oh, did you break it? Landy Joseph. He loves to sing, especially Happy Birthday. Happy Birthday is his new song because ever since his birthday, obviously he's been hearing it a lot. Happy birthday to you. And every time we sing it, he gets really, really shy. What are you doing? He's also been starting to count. He counts, he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you count, Landon? 2, 3. He loves to count, he loves to sing, he loves to dance. And he just talks so much. And he is the typical 2-year-old where everything is mine, 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 mine. That's all I hear all day long is mine, 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 mine. And on top of everything being mine, he's also very into like who owns what. Lilia's blanket. He'd be like, that's Lilia's, that's Lilia's. And he can finally say Lilia, Kyson, and Caden. He says them a little, he doesn't say them exactly like that. He says yeah for Lilia, and he says Kaishan for Kyson. He goes Kaishan. And then Caden, he calls Cade. He always calls him Cade. Huh? Do you know Cade? No, he's getting shy. See, I'm talking about him. He knows I'm talking about him. So yeah, he'll say, oh, he's putting a sticker on me. Thank you. Lilia, Kyson, Caden, and mine. That's everything. And I've actually heard him say Landon a few times too. And then of course, the typical like mommy, daddy, like anything that we say on a daily basis, he says. And his main thing, everybody cracks up at the way that he says water, because he says it like with an accent. Hey, you want some water? Stuck. What's stuck? And then everything's stuck too. Stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. But the way he says water, he says it like water. It's so cute. He says it so clear to where it's like anyone would know what he's saying, but he says it with like such an accent that everyone always laughs at the way that he says that. His daily routine is generally like I wake him up when I take Lily to school. He'll take 1 nap still. Daddy's creeping in here. Go get him. Yeah. Go get him. Yeah, go get him. He'll take 1 nap a day usually. He almost never takes 2 naps a day. Go get him right there. And it's usually for about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. And then he usually goes down for bed around like 8-ish. It kind of just depends on when everyone else is going to bed, because like he's very much like into what his siblings are doing. He just follows his siblings, whatever it is, whether it has to do with like food or bedtime or brushing your teeth, bath time, like he just follows. Like he's just like the little one. There's like Lilia, Kyson, Caden, and then Landon's always like trottling behind. He's always just doing whatever his siblings are doing. Every single morning after Lilia's at school, he always has to ask, where's Lilia? Where's Lilia? Like as if he doesn't know. He'd be like, and he makes his face, so where's Lilia? Like he's like genuinely curious, where's Lilia? And then like when he wakes up from his nap, usually Kyson and Caden are at school, so he'd be like, where's Kyson? Where's Cade? He like knows who's missing when, and he'll like ask about him. Hey. He likes to roughhouse play. He plays so rough. He can like beat the crap out of his older siblings. For being a 2-year-old, he is very strong and like he likes to play really rough. Daddy. Oh my god. And then anytime you do something, he'll be like, again, say again, again. And he never ever repeats anything that I tell him to say. I'll be like, Landon, count to 3, which he can do on a normal day-to-day basis, and he'll never do it whenever you actually tell him to do it. Everything, I swear. I'm like, I swear, I'm not lying. I swear he can actually do this stuff. Daddy! Go get him. Oh, come here. Oh, my boo-boo butt. He's like, he'll cry until I hold him, and then he's like immediately fine. That's the other thing. Nursing. People were asking if he's still breastfeeding. He's knocking at the door because he wants to go get Chris. Okay, go get him. Here. Everyone keeps asking about if he's still nursing, and the answer is no. Ever since we got back from Disneyland, because he was without it for like 4 days, he asked for it a couple times. And then he just like stopped, and that was just kind of the end of it, and it made me really sad. So yeah, I think that's actually it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I missed. This video is kind of all over the place. Birthday, your birthday. Yeah, he's a pyro. He likes to light candles on top of birthday cakes. So he calls the little thing that you use to light the candle, he calls it a birthday. And so he's like, I want the birthday. And I'm like, you can't play with the birthday, kid. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Landon's 2-year update. I can't think of anything else. If I missed anything, let me know and I'll answer it in the comments below. Hey, can you come here? What do you hear? I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, guys. We will talk to you guys for our next video. Can you say bye? Bye.